Probably unmute myself.
Probably unmute us.
Hello, welcome to Chatty Monday, Season 5, Episode 6. I did Season 5, Episode 4 twice.
Oh.
So we were just a little bit miscounted, so it is what it is. It's all fine. And so happy Monday, everybody. I feel like it was a long weekend for everybody traveling with the IRA Spring Car Series. 2 states, 1 weekend. You were at Wilmot, though. So
I was at Wilmot, so yep, didn't have to worry about put on a huge ton of miles.
Yes, we put on, I don't know if Gracie's watching this or not, but I want to know how many miles we put on. I think we put on probably like close to 700 plus miles. I don't know how many we put on. Hold on, I need to get comments pinned on the show on stage. I have to do that every time. Hi, Chantel. Hi, Lindsay. Now they'll hopefully show up on there. There they are. Mr. and Mrs. Chatty Maddie. Amen to that. Mr. and Mrs. Chatty Maddie.
That is us.
Should we tell people about what happened at Wilmot? Oh,
you can.
No.
That's all right.
Oh, no. For anybody that was at Wilmot, the announcer, I love him. I think he's an outstanding. He's working very, very hard. However, he did say that we were brother and sister-in-law. Instead of husband and wife, we are husband and wife. And apparently, you were in the car, but Keith heard it.
Yep.
Dad heard it.
Yep.
So yeah.
That's all right. You know, he doesn't know. That's okay.
He doesn't know.
Mistakes.
But I will flaunt way more at the track. You guys are in luck. I will say way more times that we are married.
Oh my.
So much more. Cannot wait to continue to flaunt that. But welcome to Season 5, Episode 6.
Yep, 6. Not 4.
Not 4. We did 4 twice. Whoops. This last weekend we were in Bloomington, Indiana, and Quincy, Michigan, for Butler Motor Speedway.
Yep.
We were under the impression that it was Butler, Michigan. It was not. It is in Quincy.
Quincy,
Michigan. We stayed in Coldwater, which is like 20 minutes down the road. I don't know what direction we went because it was after the races, and we had a quality in.
Dark outside.
We were going to a hotel. Did not matter.
Dark outside. Google Maps told you where to go.
Exactly, and it didn't even matter at that point. So you know what? It was all fine. We took a couple weeks off of Chatty Maddie Monday, holiday weekend, and then we did have something. It must have been
last weekend.
Last weekend was fun. No. Why weren't we doing this? I know why.
We were working on a race car or something.
We were trying to see if our motor would be back.
Yes, that's right.
We did, and then we got back late, and then our air conditioning broke. It's fixed now. Huge thank you to Four Seasons. They were fantastic.
They're pretty great.
But yeah, we were on our way back from the engine guy, and I think it was the mixture of the heat and just working on a new car and getting everything set up for this last weekend. We went to bed in the basement of your parents' house because our house did not have air conditioning, and
it's unfortunate.
I woke up I think at like 3 a.m. from my slumber. I felt like, and I woke up and I went, we didn't go live.
Yeah, we didn't go.
I like sat up in bed and I'm like, we didn't go live. What a wild time.
Yep. So, sorry about that for last week. But
but we're back.
Yep.
In case you missed us, I know some of y'all did. Hi, Gracie. Hi, Jeff. We're really looking forward to. We hope to see you at Knoxville.
Yeah.
Should we? I think that'd be great. We bumped into him last Nationals by the Hall of Fame.
Yep, that's right.
So yeah. Preston is currently using my crisscross chair that I got from my classroom, and he is activating it to the fullest. It is in crisscross mode. It also leans back. I really don't think it's meant to do that.
I think so. It feels like it should. So
yeah. Well,
alrighty.
We do have about 2 minutes left to
2
kill.
minutes. All right.
But I guess we can get started. So, hey, what's up, guys? My name is Chatty Maddie or Madeline Rue. This is my husband. Preston Rue.
Not brother-in-law.
Not my brother-in-law. Oh man, I really hope you. Oh man, but thank you so much for popping on in here tonight. Make sure you follow Chatty Maddie Racing News on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for all of the updates with the IRA Sprint Car Series and Wisconsin Racing Sprint Cars as a whole. Super excited to be here tonight. Chatty Maddie Monday is brought to you by DeZine Metal Art. They actually are taking a small vacation. So if you need anything, you can message their page this week. I believe they're just going somewhere for the 4th of July. I saw on their Facebook page. However, we are ending the season. You know, some of us are heading into that August time or July, and we're starting to think about, sponsorship appreciation, right? We started talking about that between Preston and I.
Yep.
one cool thing that you are able to get your sponsors are these poker chips. They are custom made. DeZine Metal Art does everything for you. You send in your inspiration and they're way, way awesome. And they're very high quality. We have some printed out. I'm actually going to be putting some out at the parade we're going to be in on July 4th.
Yep.
They do everything for your man caves, she sheds, water bottles, anything custom. They just did wind chimes. Mm-hmm. It's like a sprint car, and they've got wind chimes that hang on it. Cool. I might have to put my name down for one of them at Knoxville. Those are awesome. Beautiful. But Greg and the entire team at DeZine Metal Art do a lot to support Chatty Medi Monday. So if you need anything for sponsorship appreciation for your man caves or she sheds, make sure you head on over to DeZine Metal Art on Facebook. Give them a like as well. And then you can. Oh, I put that up there. Whoopsie. Make sure you tell them that Chatty Medi sent you. Moving onward, this weekend we had a busy one.
It was busy.
We weren't even in the state of Wisconsin.
Nope.
When I saw the sign we were driving home that said, "Welcome to Wisconsin," I had never felt more relieved. It was mostly because of the Chicago traffic. Gracie would fit in right well with Chicago drivers, though.
Oh, boy.
She shaved off some good time. If any police are watching, she was great. Speed limit the entire time. But anywho, it was a fantastic weekend overall. First night was at Bloomington Speedway, where Max Guilford finally broke another curse. Jake Blackers broke his curse this year. Yep. This year, Max Guilford parked one for Greg Wheeler Motorsports on Friday at Bloomington Speedway in Bloomington, Indiana. And we were faced with a lot of adversity at Bloomington Speedway, and we did persevere through that. There was about a 10-minute red cell of just horizontal rain. Crazy amounts of rain.
Out of nowhere. No green around it, just the red.
Just this one cell of red, and it just downpoured for 10 minutes. I think Scotty Neitzel posted a picture where it was just, it was nasty. Bad. And the track crew and the track prep team did an incredible job kind of bringing the track back. I know it wasn't ideal, and I know that we saw a couple of stuff on Facebook, but man, it was a great race overall. And congratulations to Max Guilford, Scotty Neitzel podium, and then Emerson Axum rounded out the podium as well, which was good to see. If you want to read the article, here is the article for this race as well in the comments to this video if you're watching live on Facebook. You know, we kind of started off the night really fast with a 10.075. And that was from Joel Myers Jr. He was quick all weekend. He laid down the fastest in Carbon Safety Technologies qualifying, and he had 29 cars against it. We had a really good field.
Absolutely.
We then moved into heat races where Scotty Neitzel won one, and then Cruz Dickerson won another one, and then Zachary Sokol won his, and I'm missing one. And the other Auckland, New Zealand native. Gracie does a great job. I got it. Totally
just
got
it. Three races.
I did get it.
We got it.
The Horizon Whiskey Dash Straw was next. Both poles were claimed by IRA non-regulars Jeff Dodge and Bryce Norris, which we were both excited to see them both making a dash appearance. Jeff Dodge we get to race with when we kind of race more south. And then we do get Bryce Norris on time, so it was good to see him in the pole position. Jer Bear.
Pulling it. Oh boy.
Jerry Burba. Always gets dragged into our shenanigans with the Horizon Whiskey Dash Straw. Drew on the pole. So he needs to start charging people for that. I mean, he's insanely lucky. He does a good job.
Absolutely. I want to say one thing real quick while we were talking about that. With Jeff Dodge. Jeff Dodge, I first saw him last year at Wilmot, I believe with the Outlaws. I'm not sure if it was with Outlaws. It was at Wilmot for sure. Yeah. And since then, I've been following with him in his race program, and he's been doing really well. So love seeing that he does well whenever he comes and races with us as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it's also awesome to see other racers race with our series. You know, they do a really good job of keeping our competition really stacked, even with IRA regulars and non-regulars as well. When we got to the feature after the dashes, it was really Max Guilford's game, right? So he was starting on the outside of the front row, and he really had it taken care of. He had a lot of battles behind him between like Tyler Rankin moving up. He had Joel Myers Jr. behind him. He kept him in check most of the night. The two raced together down in New Zealand, and they really raced each other really well.
On the same team they raced down in New Zealand.
Like Darren Ida was up there. Scotty Neitzel was showing the IRAs like this is it, right? Exactly. He was really holding us down. It was great. You know, we had a lot of cautions for flat tires and tires going out. We really could not find anything on the track.
It was a rough night for the tires.
And I honestly have no idea what was going on with tires and all that other stuff that is above my pay grade. But I mean, it led to interesting racing. I really got to give it to you.
Oh, absolutely.
But Max Guilford did get the monkey off his back. He was able to secure a win for Greg Wheeler Motorsports. Super incredibly happy for that as well. Heading on back to the comments, Sadie.
Lots of big fans of Jer Bear. Jer Bear's got some big fans. Jer Bear might need to make some merch now.
Oh my gosh. No. Well, I missed the opportunity to call him Jer Bear on Friday. I spared him on Friday. And then when we came down for the dash draw again, I knew that we had a couple of like underage people with their whiskey bottles. And he is just conveniently there. So
absolutely.
I think when we came back to the pits, he goes, "I'm Jer Bear?" In front of America. She called me. Anyway, Jerry Burba's a great sport. He does an amazing job for our series. He's really great at his job. Congratulations to again Max Guilford. I'm really bringing the back in to Max Guilford. Scotty Knight. So congratulations, second place. That was awesome. Fantastic for the 2W team. Mm-hmm. And then Emerson Axon rounded up the
big heartbreaker for Joel Myers Jr. there. Getting a flat, I believe, on the last lap. That was rough for him. So you got to feel for that team.
Absolutely. We're moving onward to Saturday night. We drove 3.5 hours up north to Michigan for our first appearance to Butler Motor Speedway in 2 decades. And let me tell you, I really do not think it will be 2 decades before we are back to Butler Motor Speedway. It was an incredible race. Yes. I would say probably one of our better races this season.
Yep,
I would say,
agree.
I told Lauren this twice on the microphone, probably, I think, one of the best races of our season here in 2025 already. However, in the whole grand scheme of things, I'm reeling it back in again. Outstanding racing. The facility was great. The people that worked the track were fantastic. I have no notes. I think Lauren rated it a 7.9 on his original, and then it was over a million.
Yeah, over a million
when
after.
He came back and worked it. But it was fantastic. I had a really great time.
Yep.
Again, huge thank you to the Butler Motor Speedway crew. It was a really enjoyable time. And it was I think, my first time. I was thinking about maybe if I had been to Michigan before. I don't think I've been to Michigan.
No.
Do they claim the UP as Michigan too? Because I've been to the UP. Okay, so that's a lie. I have been to Michigan. I just hadn't been across Lake Michigan. Yes, I haven't been on the other side of the lake. Yes. Clarifying. Yep. We're moving on.
Hopefully there's no Michiganders in the chat, because otherwise they're going to be very mad at that if we didn't know if you didn't know if the UP was part of Michigan.
Well, I don't know if it's like
it's just Diet Wisconsin. Is that what you're saying? Now they're really going to come on in the comments.
It's just Diet Wisconsin.
Yeah, Diet Wisconsin.
We got to keep talking about the race. Joe Myers Jr. put on a slider clinic with Tim Schaefer. And then Logan Julian rounded out the podium. It was, once again, a fantastic show. And we were able to, really treat fans who hadn't – a lot of fans there had not seen the Bumper to Bumper Irish Sprint Car Series before. Fantastic turnout with the crowd as well. We ultimately, again, had a really good car count with 37 cars.
Yeah, fantastic night.
Fantastic. And that was, again, a mix between, the 410s that race in the area and the IRA regulars as well. Travis Aarons went fastest in qualifying Group A. However, in the whole grand scheme of the whole night, Joel Myers Jr. swept the night. He did go fastest overall in Carbon Safety Technologies qualifying, and he earned the High Plains Building Division Quick Time Award. He was also winning. He also won his heat race. He also was joined with other heat race winners. Bryce Norris brought one home again. Jason Blonde, I would have loved the chance to talk with him a little bit more. He was super awesome as well during the dash draw. And then the last heat race win was with Logan Julian.
Absolutely.
Again, he had an outstanding night as well. Logan Julian did an incredible job. He really was making money moves as well. There was a time where he was trying to pass Joel Myers Jr. or Tim Schaefer for second at one point. 85J looked stellar all night as well. We will go into that in just a little bit. The Horizon Whiskey Dash draw saw Tim Schaefer and Joel Myers Jr. securing the pole spots, and they also did capitalize on winning their dashes as well. At the drop of the green, Joel Myers really took the lead on that one. He took to the cushion right away. Tim Schaefer had to try to play catch-up. Tim Schaefer does have a win at Butler Motor Speedway back in 2012, which is still credible and relevant. I'm going to put it on there. That is a statistic powered by My Race Pass. We had a couple of Honest Abe Roofing caution flags, which ultimately brought the 19 of Myers back within reach of Tim Schaefer. It was a crazy battle between the two. They really slid each other clean. I believe that it was an outstanding race.
Yeah.
Joel Myers Jr., I believe, hit the wall on the front stretch, which allowed Tim to go around him on the top. You could hear the crowd just screaming as Tim took the lead. And Joel Myers Jr. kept him pretty close the entire rest of the time.
Yeah.
We had a final caution, which brought the two back together, and ultimately Tim Schaefer took the high line in turns 1 and 2 and kind of hung a tire out where the 19 got back under him.
Yep.
It was just close, and it was fantastic.
Absolutely.
And they really raced each other clean, which is just honorable in and of itself. It was a really good race. Congratulations to Joel Myers Jr. and the entire Hayward Motorsports and Great Company team. It was an outstanding race. Again, and then Tim Schaefer brought home second for the 17 GP team. Yep. Another great performance with them. They won back at Angel Park Speedway earlier in our season. I hope they'll be back for Cornfest and maybe the fair night at Wilmot. Maybe try to do both.
I hope so.
I don't know. Awesome. I don't know what's around that time for other series, but it would be cool to see them compete with us again at Angel Park.
Absolutely.
We're going to move on a little bit here to what happens for the next couple of weeks with the iRace Sprint Car Series taking the time off. We do race in the month of July, but only once.
Only once.
But we race once for one weekend. 3 times.
Yep.
We really try to pack it in.
Yep.
So we race Mississippi Thunder Speedway on July 25th. That is a Friday. Then we head back north to Beaver Dam Raceway. We did get another event there.
Yes.
So now we have this one on the 25th, and then we will have another one.
More in
September.
It's in August.
Let's see. We can look at the schedule. I make the graphics.
It is.
Let's see. Beaver Dam Raceway back in August.
30th of August.
So we do take a visit there when we return on July 26th. That is, again, in place of a doubleheader. It used to be doubleheader at Mississippi Thunder. We did replace that with Beaver Dam Raceway on that Saturday.
For the second day, yes.
And then we return to Angel Park Speedway on the 27th. That is not Cornfest. Don't get your hopes up.
That one is not.
That one comes after the Nationals. That one is probably one of my favorite races of the year.
That's an amazing, amazing race.
I love it. And I eat probably my corn for the year. There.
Yep.
Because
that's about it.
I love corn at Cornfest.
Yep.
Other than that,
but the only time.
It tastes weird if it doesn't come out of a trailer.
Out of a trailer with a little chunk of butter on the side.
With a little chunk of butter on the side. That's just it's a communal trailer in the infield of Angel Park Speedway.
Yep.
But if you can't make it live, you can watch it on Flow Racing directly as well. I have to jump into the comments. I see something about the UP. Hi Sean. Hi Sadie. Will there be an IRA race at Lincoln Park Speedway? I hope so. I haven't gone to Lincoln Park.
Nope. We didn't make it last year when they were there.
Yeah. I had a student teach.
Yes. Yep. So, hopefully,
I hope
we'll have
so
to talk to Steve about that.
I hope so too. Butler for High Limit was pretty crazy packed. Definitely would be. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Butler needs to be put on National Touring Series maps again.
Yep.
And I do remember watching High Limit at Butler because Tony Laporta went in the treehouse.
That's right.
We did not have a second camera, or else you would have spotted me up there as well.
Yep.
Dave says the UP is really northern Wisconsin.
Yep, it's pretty much northern Wisconsin.
The UP should be its own state.
Should be its own state. Maybe we can just take it over.
I don't know.
We'll decide about that later.
We'll talk about that later. We have a couple of people to thank before we head on to what are our plans these next upcoming weeks. You can head on over to www.4leftturns.net and use code Chatty at checkout for some discounts as well. Huge thank you to 4leftturns.net for supporting our show. Additionally, it is getting really, really hot and humid outside.
Absolutely.
ShapeU Nutrition has you covered for all day hydration. You can check that out in my link in my bio as well. You can order our track pack. That is what I have for the H3O, which is the Our Ultra Hydrator, our Liftoff, which is natural caffeine, and then we do have the Best Defense, which is vitamin C that keeps both of us fueled on race days, as well as staying hydrated and keeping our immune systems up. So you can head on over to ShapeU Nutrition that is located in Green Bay, Wisconsin, or you can find them on social media and give them a like as well. So what are we doing the next couple of weeks, you may ask? On the 4th of July, we are teaming up with Flyride LLC. You will see us at the Cedarburg 4th of July parade, and then in front of Flyride's shop on the 4th. That is this Friday.
And that's following the parade. We'll be there in front of the store.
Additionally, on Saturday, we're going on a go-kart.
We managed to find one of a twin to one of my own old go-karts. And so there's an open practice day on Saturday. So we'll be going out there. We'll try and catch some video and post it on Chatty Matty.
I think it'd be awesome.
Of Chatty Matty in a race car for some competitive laps. Should be.
I really wanted Gracie and Sadie there too, but they're going to a concert.
Yep. So it'll be unfortunate.
I think it'll be me, you, maybe my brothers.
Yep.
Maybe Jarrett. I don't know what everybody's got planned, but because I know people travel for the 4th of July, but I will be ripping the lip in a go-kart. And then Sunday, we're at Ducktona.
Yep, we should be at Ducktona.
If you are around the Sheboygan or Sheboygan Falls area here in Wisconsin, come on out to Ducktona and vote for our car. We're going to put our race car, and this is so crazy. I'm so glad that there's actually a category for us.
Yes.
Because we put our car, our beautiful, beautiful car, I'm biased, and in the Francis Creek car show. Remember that?
Yep.
But they didn't have a class for us. So they were just open class.
Yeah, it was just an open class. And so some antique collectors' cars ended up winning our class.
No, it wasn't. It was the Power Wheel.
Yeah, but those were antique. They were antique Power Wheels, essentially.
We lost to Power Wheels.
Not really a Power Wheel, but
anywho, if you could come out to Ducktona, we're going to hand out hero cards. We're going to do Hot Wheel races.
Yep.
We're going to be there promoting SC Diecast, another one of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
You don't even know it yet, but we're RC car racing. Matchbox car racing.
Oh, are we? Okay.
I'm going to bring out my track from my childhood days. It'll be a great time. So coming out to Ducktona this Sunday, July.
That's the
6th. We will be there. Final good look at the comments. Irish Sprint Cars, you should have the Big Star Racing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that 85J.
Logan Julian was outstanding. He is really getting the hang of everything, and he's starting to figure out how to keep up and weave through lap traffic, which I think he would ultimately say as well was his kryptonite when leading at Butler a couple weeks ago. And he did look at it, take some notes, and I know that the whole family is fantastic and supportive.
Yes, wonderful people.
He is going to definitely go far and represent Wisconsin very well.
Exactly.
In the 85J team. Absolutely. Watch out, Preston. She'll beat you. Yes.
There is a reason we're going to videotape it so that we can have proof about who wins.
Do they do transponders? Can I
there's a transponder. There's a transponder system. So we'll try and figure something out for that.
Fantastic.
If need be, we'll get out the analog just so we can see.
The analog, the stopwatch, if you will. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but Road America has open karting, so we will be doing that.
Should be exciting.
But yeah, that is all we've got here for Chatty Matty Monday, Season 5, Episode 6. Huge thank you to Wes Irwin with Living Like Outlaws for sharing our show on Monday nights as well. I'm really glad our Wi-Fi didn't cut out today.
Yep, that was nice.
It does say low Wi-Fi, but I don't understand why. I don't know. I'm not a tech genius.
Not sure.
And then huge thank you to Sandy's Harley Davidson. That is also located in Michigan. For the merchandise. It was so awesome. Thank you for your support of Chatty Matty Monday as well. Thanks, Dave. And yeah, it was good seeing you guys again. We will be all over the place for the 4th of July. We hope you guys have a great weekend.
Absolutely.
We're going to go celebrate 6 months of marriage. The 4th of July, a parade in Ducktona, and go-karting. We're going to have a busy weekend.
It's going to be a busy weekend.
We will keep you guys updated on social. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube and to all forms of social media. We hope to see you guys at the track soon for the World of Outlaws. We will be there at Wilmot.
Yep.
But yeah, we hope to see you guys very soon at a track, or if you are also having a go-kart and you are also
you happen to be there on Saturday.
Happen to be there, we will be there as well. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. We will see you all at the track next time. Bye, guys.
Take care.